So today's video is about my hair. So last year when I had cancer and I went through chemotherapy, and part of that is you lose your hair. In that process, I decided that if my hair comes back, and assuming that it probably would come back differently, that I wasn't gonna do the same hairstyle that I've been doing pretty much since high school. It was time for a change. And so my hair did come back. It did come back just a little bit differently. It was a little bit more curly. And I started this quest that here's the thing that I've been doing over and over the same way pretty much for the last 2 decades. And I was going to do it differently. I was going to figure out a new way to style my hair. And it's frustrating because I can't get it to look the way that I want. I don't even know if I know what I want it to look like. I just know that I'll see myself in the mirror or see myself in a photo or a video, whatever, and I'm like, okay, I don't like that. So that's off the table. But I still don't know how to fix it. And so I did what any reasonable human does when they don't know how to do something. I went to YouTube and I've been watching video after video after video of trying to learn how to do men's hairstyles, and day after day trying to emulate the things that I'm seeing in these videos. One thing I have noticed is that as the day goes on, it gets better. Like, I don't know, it doesn't look as weird as it does in the mirror. But the thing is, like, should it do that? Should it look better early on? Is that just part of the process? See, these are the things I don't know, and it's frustrating. So this morning I was trying something new. I was looking at some YouTube videos, learning some tricks with a hair dryer, and the suggestion was use the hair dryer to like shape the hair and then put the product in afterwards to kind of lock it in, just see what where it goes with the hair dryer. And so I kind of got this where it's all kind of spiking up, you know, a little bit. And I can't say that I hate it. I don't know how comfortable I am with it. I mean, I left the house. I mean, that's the thing about this process, right? Is that you learn some things, you try some things. You learn some things, you try some things. The only difference here is that whatever I try, I have to live with for a day. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I've been watching some YouTube videos and trying to learn a little bit more about styling. And one of the things I'm noticing is that I've been told to blow dry my hair the opposite direction where you want, so kind of create some volume, but I'm seeing so many people that are blow drying it into the shape that they want, and then they add the product, and so maybe that's what I'm fighting against. So I'm gonna try something different today where I actually blow dry. I actually try to create the look I'm looking for with the blow dryer, and then add in the product afterwards, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, I left the house. I felt comfortable enough to do that. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I feel like I learned a little bit more. Like, if the goal is to get one step closer to like figuring all this out, I feel like I learned some things, so that's something. Okay, leaving the house. I think I've decided officially that my hair is just too long. It's got that wave in it, and it's just unmanageable. And so I have a haircut. Look at that. I have a haircut that is scheduled for 2 days from now, and I don't even know if I'm gonna make that. All right, now I have a problem because yesterday I was pretty much like, I was completely fed up with it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go out for the day. I'm not even gonna worry about fixing my hair today. I'm gonna wear a hat. And then tomorrow I was gonna get my hair cut, and we're just gonna cut it short. And then my wife last night says, oh, your hair looks really, really good. Like, you should keep it that long. And I mean, she's my wife, and she has to look at me and, all right, and the end result, I think I like it. I don't know, it's like anything else. It's like, I think I do. You know, like, you need some time to kind of process it. Here's what I've learned in this process is, as frustrating as it has been, I do like the feeling of being in control. I think when it comes to like maybe men's fashion or our hair or something like that, for whatever reason, I don't know, my wife and the rest of womankind, they get pulled to the side in second hour in high school, and they get showed how to like do their hair and do different things, and guys, I don't think really get that. There's some point maybe in their 40s where they start to kind of think about this kind of stuff, but I feel like I'm starting at scratch. So it's really hard to hit a target that you can't even describe yourself. So in this process, it's forced me to learn some things, and I might not be learning as quickly as I want to and feeling like I'm like a day late and $1 short, but also at the same time, I feel like I'm taking control of that part of my life. And I may not have it all figured out, but I can continue to kind of press in that direction. It felt really good to sit down with this lady who's been cutting my hair for years and maybe even a decade and be able to say, this is what I'm looking for. What if we pulled it forward and set it to the side? What if we textured it a little bit? This one area right here kind of clumps up a little bit. It felt good to be able to communicate. I like that. I like that control. I feel like I can move the ball in the direction that I want to. Sometimes we guys go through a midlife crisis, and part of the crisis is we can't describe what the target is. We're trying to accomplish something, and maybe it's to regain a feeling you had back in high school or when you were younger, and so you try to deviate back to those things. Maybe it's being scared of the future, knowing that over half of your time is most likely used up, and you're like, well, what have I done with this? I always said I wanted to get a sports car. I'm going to get a sports car. I've always wanted to climb a mountain. I'm going to climb a mountain. And so maybe for me, my midlife crisis is trying to do a better job of being able to describe the target. What is it that I want to do? What do I want to accomplish? You're given so many years on this planet, and we actually don't know the full extent of the years that we have on this planet. I want them to count. I want them to count for something that lives beyond me. And crisis is probably not the best word for that.